and welcome to Fiction Worlds. My name is Sophie and I'm your host, and today I'm coming to you with a tag. So this tag is called My First Year at Hogwarts book tag. Though it literally, like, you don't have, like, the questions have nothing to do with books. But it's Harry Potter, so books. The original tag is by Victoria Reads. I'm going to link the video in the description down below, including the questions as usual. So let's go into the questions. The first question is: after receiving a Hogwarts letter, you and your family hastily head down to Diagon Alley. Which shop is the first to grab your attention? And I have to say Flourish and Bloods for sure, because of books, and the books there so magical. But I'd say it also kind of depends if Muggle-born or not. If I'd be Muggle-born, also another shop that immediately would get my attention would be Ollivanders, because I'd be so excited to make my own magic and to finally get my own wand, though I can imagine that also being the case if I'd not Muggle-born. So I guess Ollivanders and Flourish and Bloods. Next question is: after rereading your letter, you see that you may bring a cat, owl or toad with you to school. Which of any do you bring and what do you name them? And I decided to go for a black cat because cats, you can cuddle them, you can play with them, and you can use them for when you're bored. That sounds so wrong, but I guess it would. I guess you understand what I mean. They're very independent, yet they can feel it whenever you don't feel good, so they'd come to you. I wish I had a cat here. I don't, so I get myself. But yeah, I'd say a black cat. I'd love for it to be just a black and maybe have sparkling blue eyes or yellow eyes, but I feel like blue eyes would be so pretty. And I would call the cat Luna if it'd be a female cat. I really don't know her name if it's male. Didn't think of that one, but I'd think of something. Now, next one is: after you arrive at King's Cross Station knowing absolutely no one. Once you board the Hogwarts Express, you're faced with three options of where to sit. Either doesn't make sense. First, in a compartment by yourself and double check you have everything. Second, in a compartment that contains 4 to 5 other young wizards who appear to be trading cards. And 3, in a compartment right down the end where another lone wizard witch sits. I have to say I'm going to pick the last one, because I have my moments where I prefer to be alone. But I don't like being alone. Kind of like, I don't like the feeling of not having anyone. And in the second compartment I would not feel too good. I'd be feeling very shy and most likely wouldn't be able to talk. So I feel like the third one would be perfect with just one person, and there we don't have to chat, we can just sit next to each other. I feel like I like the way I talk, being like, oh yeah, tomorrow I'm leaving my train. But there you could just sit next to each other, not really talk, but also like not be completely alone, kind of like be alone together. Yeah. Then we have: you arrive at Hogwarts, you and are sorted into your house. Which one are you in? And I would love to be in Slytherin, but I would have to say the house. The head would sort me, and I can feel myself into houses. It could be either Hufflepuff or Slytherin. I am pretty much half and half, so that kind of makes it a little bit difficult. But we'll ignore that half and half part and say either Slytherin or Hufflepuff. I can imagine them putting me in Hufflepuff though. Pottermore put me in Gryffindor, which I can't see. So, not because I don't like Gryffindor, I just am not any of those traits. Okay, next. You are given your timetable, which contains the following classes. Which one are you most looking forward to? Transfiguration, Charms, Potions, History of Magic, Defense Against Dark Arts, Astronomy, Herbology, or Flying Lessons. and I will have to say it's most likely going to be charms. It will be charms, because I don't know, it's like one where you can, so magical. I don't know, I can't explain, but I'm kind of really fascinated by charms, because so much things you can do with it, so many things you can do with it. And then we have your first week at Hogwarts is here. What do you spend the weekend doing? Oh, your first week in Hogwarts is here. What do you spend your first week doing? First is studying ahead in the library. You can never study enough. Then we have exploring the castle and grounds with your new friends, and finding a cozy spot somewhere in the castle and reading the book you brought with you and eating snacks. For sure the last one. I can feel myself. This is most likely the one that's most me. Especially now being like away from my family and going to university. This is me. I can definitely see that. So a few weeks of class has now passed. Which class has become your best and worst? I can feel like charms would be one where I would be really good at. I don't know, I feel like charms is one of the easiest ones, which is also why I'd be really excited to be in it. Worst, I can imagine it being either potions or flying lessons. Flying lessons most likely because of my fears. I'm not really afraid of heights, more afraid of the feeling of being unsafe. And so flying, I don't know, I don't even like flying in a plane, so flying on a broom, I don't know, but we'll see. So the first Quidditch game is this Saturday between your house and its #1 rival, so either Ravenclaw or Gryffindor. But you also have a potions test on Monday, do you? Wait, oh, no. Do you go to the game? Obviously, who cares about potions? Go to the game, but then make up the time studying later in the day, or don't go. Studying is way more important. And I'd go the middle route. I'd go to the game and then study later in the day. And with later in the day, it's kind of like in the middle of the night. Because I'm a procrastinator, which is most likely why I go to the game. Not really because I'm that interested in it, though Quidditch is quite cool, but I'm not really that into sports. And so I'd go to the game just so I have a reason not to study. Then I'd find more reasons to not to study, and then I'd study. Not because I don't care about potions, or I don't care about the test, but more because I don't want to study. Good reasons. Now, second to last question. Christmas is here. Do you go home to your family or stay in Hogwarts to be with your friends who are also staying? I feel like before moving away to university, I would have said I'd stay in Hogwarts to be with my friends. But now I'm moving. It's really tough not being so close to your family and not seeing them that often. Yeah, I will have to say I'd go home to my family for sure. Like even now with university, I try to go home as often as I can, which is tough because it's expensive. It takes a long time, so I can't just go over the weekend. Because the trip takes 6 hours, and then it costs like 10 euros per hour of trip, so I pay like 60 euros for one trip, and then 60 euros for the back, so I pay like 120 for the whole trip, and that'd be just too much, and it wouldn't be worth it for a weekend. And so it kind of makes it harder, and so I can definitely tell now that I would not stay in Hogwarts over Christmas. I'd definitely go home because I just miss my family so much. Okay. Christmas is over, but now it's time for exams. But what becomes your go-to study spot? A, on your bed in your dorm, best to be cozy. B, in your house common room. C, or in the library, obviously. Or D, in an empty classroom. I prefer to be alone. And even that now I can look at how I study for university and everything, and I will have to say bed in my dorm. I mean, right now I don't study in my bed per se, but I do like stay in my bedroom, which is also where my tables and everything where I'm staying in right now. And I don't know, I cannot, like even now for tests for university, I don't go to the library and study there. I don't really like the atmosphere in the library. The house common room would just be too crowded for me, and I don't know, an empty classroom would just be like the library. The same atmosphere, would be too quiet and too creepy, and I don't know, I couldn't imagine myself feeling too good in any of those spots besides the bed in my dorm. I might, I don't know, create something like a desk kind of thing. That would be cool. But I would definitely do the dorm. I'd definitely stay in the dorm and study there. I'd find a way to study in my bed. So, yeah. So this was the tag. I have to say it's a really fun tag, and I can see myself. I think I did this one before a long time ago. I feel like either when like once I started university or before I moved out for university, I can see that my answers changed, or I can think about how would I feel like before I moved out, especially like for the questions about Christmas and about my study spot and everything. I can see now how I actually would feel like about studying and sitting and staying and spending my time, everything. Before that I would have said something else, and it's kind of interesting to see how you change over time, or how you see yourself in a different light. It's not really that now I'm different, it's just now I'm in a different position and I see myself in a different light. In a bright light, because I have the lamp right in my face. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did so, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. And click on the bell right next to you so you don't miss whenever I post a new video. I'm trying to film more videos at one time, and so edit them and then post them and kind of create a schedule like that. I'm going to try to go for once a week, and we will see how that works. I'm not too sure if it's going to work, but I'm definitely going to try it, and yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I hope you like this. Keep on reading, and see you next time. Bye!